I can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my player started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was gonna talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it.
The buzz is building from the... Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our payday. Well, yeah, they dotted every I and crossed every T. David, thank you. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Tatum.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. We've got Hardaway. Seth Curry is out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the power forward position. And for the Celtics, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center, filling out the middle. Moves on moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Just 4 to shoot. From deep three-point range, rebound by the Celtics. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks. Here's Tatum. Another shot. The kick out to Walker. For 3, Hayward. And again, Boston with the triple.
And, you know, that's exactly what you want from your point guard. Get the ball to the open guy on time and on target.
Hardaway for 3. He can't get that one. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Tatum wide open. He fires one. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Finney-Smith. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Ooh, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
He kicks to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Curry passes to Porzingis. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Boy, that is grown man ammonia strength from Porzingis there. How can defenders stop that?
It's stolen by Curry. Here's Doncic. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Left side, Walker. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Walker's got his second bucket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Doncic gets it to go. A lot of different ways, Clark, to construct a roster. What would be your preference as a general manager? The direction you might want to go?
Well, obviously, if you have an opportunity to get an outstanding franchise-type point guard or versatile wing player in today's game, I think those are the pieces that you really need to start with.
Because there's so much spacing and so much switching on defense.
Exactly, and I failed to mention a two-way player at that wing spot who can defend multiple positions but also has a pretty strong offensive skill set.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Curry. Shoots the 3. He can't get that one to fall. Celtics leading by 6.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Doncic. Drills the baseline jumper. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
Taking exactly what the defense gives him, Doncic exploiting whatever he sees out there. Does a nice job seeing the game.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Boston Celtics. 6-point game. Down kicks to Walker. In the corner, Tatum with it. Brown against Hardaway. Clock at 6. Outside, Walker takes a 3. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Here's Doncic. Makes it off the glass. Doncic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Boy, he's so dangerous in these situations. Doncic just has a good sense for what he needs to do based on the situation.
In the corner, Tatum with it. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, we've got Burt. Also, J.J. Barea out there. Marjanovic is out there with Wright. And it's Kleba in at the 4 spot.
And the Mavericks seem to have done the hard part, acquiring a potential franchise player in Luka Doncic.
And you know, guys, we've seen it, but in this league, 1 star isn't enough. That's why I think the trade for Porzingis was a good gamble. If he can stay healthy, they have an inside-outside star combo to build on.
Tatum against Wright. To the inside. Here's Marjanovic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And even though you only see him in short spurts, Boban makes an impact mark when on the floor.
Yeah, Marjanovic is a huge guy, and he only plays limited minutes at a time. But there's nothing small about this guy. He's an efficient scorer when he gets his chances, but just doesn't have the foot speed to be able to play significant minutes.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Tatum against Marjanovic. Cantor kicks to Smart. And Wanamaker has it in the corner. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Finney-Smith passes to Wright. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Wanamaker the pass to Tatum. Here's Cantor. The rebound by Marjanovic. Mavericks trail by 4. Kleba kicks to Wright. Got 3 off the mark. Boston's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Here's Smart. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Finney-Smith can't get it to go. Boston leading by 4. The Celtics working the ball around now. Pass to Wanamaker. Smart on the wing. Dishes to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
And this is where Smart has really improved. The game's slowed down for him. He's playing under better control. Nice pass.
Burke, the pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Burke. Kicks to right. Marjanovic down low. He's against Cantor. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And another basket for Dallas.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
And here we go. Fast break. Burke's got it. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by Tatum. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And slam dunk by Smart.
Lighter off the floor now. Smart got into better nutrition, got into better shape, and it's paying dividends.
Inside. Here's Wright. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Tatum.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And that one falls for Tatum.
During his rookie season, Jason Tatum was Boston's go-to guy in the Eastern Conference Finals. A rare opportunity, and that young fella delivered at a high level.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Williams, he's checked in for Cantor. Gordon Hayward comes in for Williams. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Smart. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Doncic, no good. Brown outside. Here's Hayward.
You know, it's good seeing Porzingis work really hard on the defensive end. Does a nice job staying in position
and so it's the Boston Celtics with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see. It was all Jason Tatum in the first quarter. He had 11 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Daniel Tice out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Walker in at the point. That's the Boston 5. And it goes down 2 points. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
And any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh, my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight.
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. and they have Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
Back to Tatum. Pass to Walker. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Tice. The Mavericks pull it in.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Curry against Walker. Launches it. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut to just one on the basket from Curry. Curry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Hayward passes to Tice. Brown outside. The kick out to Walker. This one for three. It doesn't go for him. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And foul on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Celtics passing it around. Smart dishes to Hayward. There's the pass to Walker. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
Nice shot by Smart.
And, Hayward's floor recognition and composure, really impressive. Knows precisely when to pass over to the open man.
Porzingis kicks to right. They get the rebound. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just one on the bucket from Kristaps Porzingis.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Outside, Smart. From past the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And it's 7 points for Marcus Smart.
And, of course, this is Smart's biggest hurdle. Sometimes he looks great shooting the three. Sometimes, though, it's just the opposite.
Right outside. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Back to Smart. Williams in the post, started by Porzingis.
Something that Williams does so well as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
Here's Porzingis, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And they've made progress in that department from last season. Going into this one, guys, I mean, the numbers have improved.
Cantor checked in for the Celtics. Brad Wanamaker comes in for Walker. Then for the Mavericks, Marjanovic comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Trey Burke subbed in for Wright.
I think Williams has a terrific future. A charismatic, likable kid who can be unselfish to a fault.
Now here's Marjanovic, and Barea has it in the corner. Good on the three-point shot. Barea's got himself on the board with 3 there. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Celtics lead by 3. And after... Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Right now, right here.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Trey Burke is out there with Curry, and it's Marjanovic in at the 5 spot. Wanamaker the pass to Cantor. Shoots over Marjanovic. Wanamaker controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Celtics lead by 5.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Williams kicks to Smart. And Wanamaker has it in the corner. Brown outside. Williams against Porzingis. 4 on the clock. Cantor's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Marjanovic, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Cantor with it. He's against Porzingis, and it's good for 2.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Burke, the pass to Porzingis. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Smart against Curry. Pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
In the corner, Smart with it. Brown right side. Wanamaker the pass to Williams. Here's Brown, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Cantor. Tatum comes in for Williams. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Smart. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. And then for Dallas, Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Marjanovic. And Doncic is subbed in for Trey Burke. Doncic outside. For 3. No good that time. And it's Boston the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Tice with the ball. He's against Porzingis.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot. Shots like this prove Seth Curry is unafraid when it comes to taking big shots.
Tatum finds Hayward. Back to Tatum. Here's Tice. Porzingis with the block, and he gets it back. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Curry passes to Finney-Smith. And now running up the court, Hayward's pushing it up. Here's Brown. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Celtics lead by 5. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Celtics.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Pass to Tice. Hayward on the wing. The Celtics working the ball around now. Passes it to Tice. Hardaway with the steal. Doncic dishes to Curry, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Now just a 1-point Celtic lead.
You know, the staple of Seth Curry's game is shooting the ball off the catch.
Hayward passes to Walker. Misses from close range. Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's Porzingis. Money!
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Tatum passes to Tice. Right side Tatum. Got it!
And Tatum continues to evolve before our eyes, showing excellent leadership by knocking down these clutch shots. That's exactly why they turn to Porzingis here, guys. They trust him to step up in big moments.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The pass to Brown. The kick out to Tatum. Outside, Walker. To the paint. Here's Tice. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, he would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is. They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Dallas calls timeout. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game. Kristaps Porzingis.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Yeah, he's got a great motor, Hardaway Jr. He does not need to be pushed to step up in big moments. He relishes.
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. This win, such a... All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Welcome, everyone. And before we get going, let's hit the players' level. Thank you, David. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. Let's take a look at Dallas. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. And checking out Portland, just a couple spots back.
And for the Trailblazers, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them, Greg. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. And for the Mavericks, we've got Doncic, also Seth Curry out there, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Porzingis, and it's Finney Smith in at the 4-man position. Inching our way toward the end of the season here in the NBA, Doris, and just how much fatigue after all these games and all these months and practices and travel. How much fatigue are these players feeling, you think, right now?
Well, I think NBA players like to tell us, come March, come April, everybody has bumps and bruises. No one is 100%. What you're hoping to do as an NBA organization is manage the rest that you can possibly give to your guys down the stretch of the season. Because the healthier you are going into the postseason, the better off you're going to be.
And Doncic, here we go. Nurkic with the block. Outside Anthony. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Yeah, that's what you can do when you've got a great handle. Anthony is always able to put it on the deck and get to the rim.
Doncic outside. Pass to Hardaway. Down low, Nurkic with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. McCollum with the ball. And the basket by Lillard.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now here is Hardaway. 20 points for him last game against Denver. Pass to Finney Smith. Kicks it to Curry for the 3. Lillard with the rebound. It's been a quick start for Portland. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
You know what? At the end of the day, it wasn't as close as it should have been. There were lapses all night that led to the deficit they couldn't overcome.
Here's Hardaway. Following the basket by C.J. McCollum. That's good from Doncic on the assist from Hardaway.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball. Well, think back to before he moves on to the Dallas Mavericks. While Tim Hardaway Jr. was with the Knicks, he was carrying such a burden offensively because Porzingis was still recovering.
And so it's Dallas with him. The Blazers getting the bucket. Curry on the wing. Connects from three-point range. Curry's got 5 now.
Well, you cannot let Seth Curry have room to shoot on the perimeter. You are asking for trouble.
And we've seen Hardaway be a much more efficient player than in the past.
What we know, Kevin, unequivocally, is that this young man can score the basketball. But what you hope is the best players in the NBA are all about efficiency. That's what you want Hardaway Jr. thinking about. How can I be the most efficient guy on the floor?
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Curry on the wing. Passes it to Porzingis. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Nurkic. Collins passes it to Anthony. Back to Collins. No good there. And the Mavericks going the other way now. It's Curry with the drive. Yes, that goes in. Curry's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, see, I think Steph Curry has terrific instincts. He understands when to shoot the basketball and when to put it on the deck to create a shot.
Now, here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis.
And, guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That's his first foul. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Wright comes in for Seth Curry. Whiteside's checked in for Portland. So it's the Mavericks now. They trail by 7. Porzingis inside. He's covered by Whiteside. 5 on the clock. Here's Kleber. No good on the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
McCollum. And Wright pulls it down.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
In the dunk by Doncic.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you. Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Three-pointer, Lillard gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got 9 points. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomes. He talked about what that means.
A lot of responsibility when things go bad.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Hazonia at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Trent in at the 2 spot. In the corner, it's Little. Tries a 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Marjanovic kicks to Barea. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
The offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And Whiteside finishes it off. Whiteside's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Here's Marjanovic. The shot from the low post is good. Marjanovic has got 4 this quarter.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Well, Greg, coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Doris, there are these players whose wingspans exceed their height by 6 inches or more. They're called +6s, kind of a new term. Talk about that with the scouts look into those numbers.
Well, one of the things you like to have in a defensive player is length and versatility along with that length. So guys who maybe their size lists them at one thing, but that length enables them to guard a little bit differently. Guys like Kawhi Leonard, Draymond Green, Montrezl Harrell, all of those guys might be listed a certain size, Kevin, but boy, their length is problematic and makes them such exceptional defensive players.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Kleber, the pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Now the pass to Hazanya. And finish up by Hazanya.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Here's Kleber. Hazanya defending. Back to right. Pass to Kleber. Puts up a three. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds. Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below!
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Launches a three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better. We know this about the Dallas Mavericks. They will put every piece of data and information to use in terms of trying to get an advantage. Think about it, guys. They are now doing blood tests, trying to head off injury for their players. They believe this gives them a clearer picture into the overall health of their athletes.
A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Wright. Anthony finds Lillard. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
Hardaway, no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
McCollum against Marjanovic. McCollum, no good. Mavericks trail by 15. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. That one will not drop. It's his first miss. He's 4 for 5. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Three-pointer, Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. Over in the corner, Doncic. Dallas moving it around. Porzingis inside. Hazanya defending. And the shot goes down. Porzingis has got his first bucket of the night.
Scoring through contact is something Kristaps Porzingis has got to get used to in the NBA. Teams try to get physical with this guy.
And Hazanya gets it to go.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They're leading by 16. Kenny, what do you think? And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Portland leading by 16. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Mavericks. Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the power forward.
Wow, that's the mobility of Porzingis gliding in for the finish.
McCollum outside. Porzingis against Nurkic. Back to McCollum. 6 to shoot. Now the feed to Nurkic. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Saturday, it'll be the Phoenix Suns coming into town. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And when you look at the Kings matchup, On paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy. Well, with Kristaps Porzingis, you love not only the skill, but the passion he plays with. You would never use the descriptor passive with this guy.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down, my goodness.
And with Porzingis, as Doris, you mentioned, that energy he has is contagious.
Well, he is the prototypical modern NBA big, right? Porzingis can run the floor in transition. He can face up and shoot with range. He can put it on the deck, and he can play out of the post. What more could you ask?
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. DeLon Wright comes in for Hardaway. And Barea subbed in for Doncic. Here's Kleber, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Curry dishes to Wright. From outside the arc. Barea, no good. Portland leading by 13 to the middle. Here's Simons. And Wright pulls it down. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Barea kicks to Kleber. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Inside. Pass to Collins. Passes it to Simons. Collins against Porzingis. Collins passes to Little. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. 1:30 left here in the third quarter. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That'll be his second foul of the game. Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. And a switch here also for Portland. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Little. In the corner, it's Kleber. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barea.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Here's Simons. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
No good on the second free throw. Mavericks trail by 14. Outside for Curry. Releases from the wing and drills it. Curry's got 9.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Anthony with the bucket.
You know, you can tell the three-point shot is something that Melo has developed over his course of time in the league.
The pass to Barea. Outside Curry. Here's Kleber. He's guarded by Collins. Kleber kicks to Wright. Pass to Marjanovic. Elbow shot is on the way. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Here's Simons. And another 3 for Portland.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Dallas has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Count it. Good.
Boy, had this shot on automatic. The confidence so crucial to what Seth Curry brings to the table.
To the paint. Here's Anthony. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Wright finds Curry. Back to Wright. And stolen by Whiteside. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And let's listen to head coach Terry Stotts review the game plan with his guys.
Hey, good rhythm. Good.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Nurkic. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. Doncic against McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Finney-Smith passes to Burke. Portland grabs the miss. McCollum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lillard attacking, and the basket is good. Lillard's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Trailblazers. Here's Kleba. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Whiteside dishes to McCollum. Wants to get it back to Whiteside and does. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist in this one. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Out of Würzburg, Germany, undrafted Maxi Kleba with a strong start, Doris, to his career.
Incredible to think he grows up in the same small town as Dirk Nowitzki, and he first meets Dirk when he's 12 years old. What an amazing story for them to become teammates on the Mavericks. So cool.
Porzingis is checked in for Trey Burke. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Lillard surveying the D.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Finney-Smith kicks to Kleba. Passes to Finney-Smith. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Portland leading by 21. Here's McCollum. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Mavericks making a switch here. Curry's checked in. Doncic against Lillard. Doris, you and I are faced with this a lot, voting for the MVP. Great stats versus winning. Where do you stand on that when you vote for the league MVP?
Well, winning could be the definitive line if I have 2 candidates who are close. For instance, for me, this last MVP came down to James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I took it to the last possible moment. And I could have gone in either direction and been comfortable. Ultimately, I went with Giannis, and the deciding factor came down to he led his team to the best record in the league. It was a difficult vote, but ultimately it's one category which helps tilt me in one direction or another.
And I did too, and what also helped me was just the improvement defensively they had made, and I know Antetokounmpo was a very big part of it.
No, it's a great point. He was a two-way force.
Collins checked in for Portland. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Off on the layup. Mavericks trail by 19. Fires from 14. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Lillard outside. And it's McCollum in the corner. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Lillard. Baseline try. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Cullen passes to Lillard. Fires for three, and the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Jackson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Barea subbed in for Luka Doncic.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Portland.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Lillard.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Jackson finds Lee. The second effort. Unable to get that one. And it's Portland the other way. Collins with it. Picked up by Kidd-Gilchrist. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And it's Simons missing. Lee passes to Kidd-Gilchrist. And Kidd-Gilchrist throws it down.
Well, you love that Courtney Lee, a tremendous shooter, is willing to give it up when he sees a guy open. That's good stuff.
And now, here's Hezonja, guarded by Porzingis. Collins passes to Horde. Clock at 6. Back to Collins. From deep. The shot, no good. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back at our...
And in the locker room, each guy has been going up. David, he's come a long way. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. Nurkic rebounded by the Celtics. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks. And so, Brent, you and I know the legend of Nurkic. Back in Bosnia, a sports agent read an article about a huge policeman, 7 foot, 400 pounds. And this agent tracked down this policeman and asked him, do you have a son?
Well, that son is Jusuf Nurkic, the guy you're seeing out there. And 14 years of age, Jusuf Nurkic had never played the game of basketball. So the agent took him under the wing. And the rest pretty much history here, Kevin.
Like that story. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. Portland shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Free throw good, Nurkic. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Jusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game? The Bosnian Beast making a name for himself.
Boston shooting their first free throws of this game.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And at the end of the year, Brent, we've been seeing an uptick in play from some young lottery-bound teams.
Well, they're always excited about having opportunity to play loose and play free. The backside of that is you didn't play well enough to get into the playoffs.
Right.
So, you know, good coaching staffs with young teams that have potential, Kevin, will ask their teams to be spoilers. Like, embrace the idea of let's compete tonight against that team.
Make
they're
that
the
your
fourth
playoff.
seed. Yeah, let's go up against this.
Sure.
There are other teams that, quite frankly, just give up on the year. And some guys will have some big empty numbers to finish off the season. You got to temper your kind of eyeballs on those things.
Now here's Walker, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Here's Tatum. Tice. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Back to Lillard. The tray. They get it again. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. McCollum outside. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Portland. Right now, they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds.
And for the Trailblazers, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortunes. We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Whiteside's checked in for Jusuf Nurkic. Then for the Celtics, Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. a revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East.
That's just great recognition by Hassan Whiteside to drive right at the basket and finish the shot.
Anthony dishes to Lillard. Down low, Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Smart. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one. Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Wanamaker the pass to Cannon. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Such a skilled offensive player, Enes Kanter is not just a threat from the inside. He's got a little mid-range, too.
Lillard, bounce pass. Here's Whiteside. The shot comes out. Now Boston takes it the other way. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Wanamaker. It's Brown with the drive to the inside. 6 to shoot. The Celtics work at the... Oh, that was huge!
Incredible. And the skills of Brown. Not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
And so it's Boston heading to the bench with a 7. Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think
knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Boston. Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Williams is out there with Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1 spot. It's Brown with the drive. Smart wide open. He fires. And again, Boston with the triple.
And of course, this is Smart's biggest hurdle. Sometimes he looks great shooting the 3. Sometimes, though, it's just the opposite.
Whiteside dishes to Little. He tries for 3. No good that time. Some solid defense from Brown. It's Smart with the drive. Brown kicks to Smart. Back to Brown. Outside Williams. Brown the pass to Williams. A floater. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Williams has got the lead up to 14 now for the Celtics.
Well, Portland being up there in the PNW, that's the Pacific Northwest, always means a lot of air miles. Matter of fact, they lead the league pretty much every year in distance travel.
Pass to Little. Shot to stop the run. Portland again missing. Celtics leading by 14. Here's Williams. Misses the layup. Right, you talk about all that travel for the Blazers. That can wear you down.
Well, interesting. The Blazers have done some particular things off the floor for their players, bringing in UV lights into the locker rooms, coffee before the game. It's very much hipster Pacific Northwest.
Nurkic checked in for Portland and then for Boston. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. Gordon Hayward comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. Walker the pass to Tice. For 3, Hayward. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. The pass to Trent. Stolen by Smart. Williams finds Smart. Drains it from beyond the arc. Smart's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Celtics.
Indeed, just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Azania, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Celtics.
Boston making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. You often hear about players talk about their favorite spot to fire from on the floor. How much of an effect does that really have, a favorite shooting spot?
Most of the time, Kevin, what you're talking about is star guys, because they're the ones who ultimately in any given possession the coach is trying to find that guy in that spot to do something. What happens throughout the course of a year is when that player has the ball there, everybody else knows what to do.
Right.
Like the player knows what he's going to do, right, Kevin? Because he's the star player. But everybody around gets comfortable with the options and where it is that he goes. If he goes right, if I slide right, I'm going to get the three. If he goes left, he's spinning back. I might move towards the top of the key. So the familiarity of not just the player, but the players around the player, that's where you can make it happen.
That's interesting. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And Nurkic does a great job just keeping the motor running.
Smart passes to Tice. Hayward on the wing. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
Trailblazers trail by 14. Anthony with the bucket.
I feel like Melo has always been a guy who doesn't mind hanging around down low, knocking guys around a little bit, and getting great second chance opportunities.
Hayward finds Cantor. Back to Hayward. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. The Trailblazers shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Cullen passes to Lillard. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Lillard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Hayward passes to Walker. He kicks it to Tatum. With one on the clock, and no good on the last second attempt this time.
That's a cut.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime. Boston had no problems getting going. They scorched the hardwood with an aggressive and that'll do it.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And you know, Marcus Smart has been really making it happen.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Lillard.
Now, Lillard and Steph Curry, we talk about their unlimited range on display that time from Damian.
Walker finds Tice. Now Tatum. Over Collins. And there's the bucket from Tatum. Tatum's got 7.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today can do. You go back to 2015, the Blazers lost 4 of their 5 starters in the offseason. So instead of rebuilding, they retooled around Damian Lillard, and what a piece to retool behind. Amazing how far they've come in the past couple seasons where they've placed in the Western Conference.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And a wide open look for McCollum, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Well, you know, Brent, you've got to give a lot of credit to the Blazers front office, continuing to fortify this roster with under-the-radar acquisition.
Interesting adjusting around a couple of albatross contracts to now have a team that's capable at positions that a lot of teams are trying to fill. That's the wing position.
Offside Collins. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Collins has got his second basket of the game.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's Lillard. That shot missing. Walker with some nice D.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
And Collins has got the ball here for Portland. They trail by 6. Anthony, the pass to Collins. Can't hit from in close.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Anthony kicks to Lillard. Buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Trailblazers.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers.
Well, C.J. McCollum can score in a lot of ways. Coming off of screens, playing with the ball, spot-up three-point shooting, just a variety of ways to produce.
Tatum drives in. Walker. Collins with some nice D.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
It's McCollum on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Here's Nurkic. Off target from the wing.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
It's Anthony with the drive.
Gotta stay in front of Carmelo Anthony when he's driving hard like that. The defense is finding itself in a very tough spot. That's how he got that call.
The Trailblazers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Both free throws good from Anthony. Here's Wanamaker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kicks it to Smart. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Back to Wanamaker. Takes the three. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Anthony, the pass to Little. Three-pointer on the way. That one doesn't drop. It could go. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Trailblazers. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Down there. Keep playing with poise.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Williams is out there with Williams. Then there's Smart. Then it's Tatum. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard position. Boston trailing. Smart deciding where to go with it. The dish to Williams. Back to Smart. He gets it in there.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
To the left side wing. Here's Trent, guarded by Smart. Right side, no good. Boston's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
Passes it to Whiteside. Little dishes to Whiteside. And Boston with the rebound. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Outside Anthony. The three. Hits the three-point bomb. Anthony's got the game tied up here for Portland.
Melo not afraid to pull the trigger from deep, that time from 3.
Williams in the post. He's covered by Whiteside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Both teams will make substitutions. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Back to McCollum. And he drops in the layup off the glass. McCollum's got the lead up to 2 now for Portland.
Not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Outside, Smart. They get it back, and Cantor able to finish.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Cantor also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
McCollum passes to Nurkic. McCollum left side, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Enes Kanter. Free throw good, McCollum.
A lot of questions in the early part of C.J. McCollum's career about could he become a valuable scorer in the league, and really what position would he play. But after being the 10th overall pick in 2013, he's answered those questions.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Robert Williams. Brown comes in for Smart. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Anthony kicks to Lillard. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Goes up on the block, and that's good for 2. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Here's Hayward. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Collins with some nice D. And it's McCollum off the drive. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
That is why Melo wants the ball. No fear whatsoever. Letting that one fly.
Tatum passes to Hayward. Drops one in from the wing. Hayward's got 4 points in the quarter.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at that. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And Cantor throws it down.
Known as a coachable guy with a very positive attitude, Cantor has to be feeling good on that shot.
And Lillard gets to Anthony. To the paint. Hayward comes with the double team. Back to Anthony. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Cantor and stolen by Lillard. That's good from Collins on the assist by Lillard.
How about Collins getting a big-time opportunity there?
Brown outside. Hayward outside. Back to Brown. Pass to Tice. Hayward outside. 5 to shoot. Again, the miss by the Celtics. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
The Celtics on offense. Lets it go from 11. The putback, and Hayward is right there.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's in!
That is world class.
I've seen that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Tice passes to Walker. Brown outside. Down low. Here's Tice. Count it! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Off target from downtown.
Got to put a body on there. Just too big down low.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside.
Oh, and he beat it!
Did they just do that, Kevin? They just did that.
Down he goes at the buzzer. Boy, it doesn't get any better than that.
Man, I'm just...
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win.
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and Slam.
In your food.
You play 2K
all the time.
You act.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And now you have an album. Anything you can't.
And nothing. I love his honesty. All right, thank you, D.A. We're going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Take a look at the Mavericks. Right now, if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, seeing them where they are now, it's easy to forget just how awful they were a season ago. This is a team that's made major strides to lift themselves into the middle of the pack.
And credit goes to everyone, coaches, players, front office. I mean, they've all been determined to avoid a repeat of last season. The results speak for themselves.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the 5. And for Dallas, they've got Porzingis. Luka Doncic out there with Curry. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the power forward. Here's Brown. You know, he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
You know what, Kevin? You can't teach that. Brown just showing off his incredible dunking ability.
Curry attacking. Pass to Finney-Smith. It's tipped. Brown with it. Hardaway picks him up. Here's Walker. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And this is something we saw in college. Tatum gets his hands on the ball, causing deflections and steals.
And with all their rangy wing defenders, the Celtics are well suited for the modern game.
Oh, yeah, they make it tough for opponents to get clean looks on the perimeter, GA, with their defense. I mean, it's a strong defensive team also because of the competitors that they possess.
And the first one drops. Different styles of basketball, and, you know, we're talking about Coach of the Year here. What style of coach did you prefer to play for?
Well, I just wanted a coach that was honest, that held everyone accountable, and allowed us to get out and run. We want a coach that believes in the talent that he has and doesn't hamper anyone's skill set, doesn't hold anyone back based upon their offensive philosophy. The game is changing, so hopefully you have a coach that is flexible. Hopefully you have a coach that is forward-thinking, and you have a coach that says, let it fly. That might be the most important skill set of a coach, in my opinion. One that says, hey, you got an open shot, you better take it.
Here's Brown, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. The kick out to Tatum. The putback clanks, the putback jam. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Curry passes to Doncic. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Tice.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Oh, trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside Hardaway. And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Now Curry. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Tatum. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists in the game.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing. Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Clock is at 3. To the middle. There's Porzingis. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load. He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
And there it is for him. Tatum's got 10.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Pass to Finney-Smith. And Curry has it in the corner. On the wing, Hardaway. Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Tatum. Curry kicks to Finney-Smith. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And Dallas going with the whole new group out there. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Now here's Tatum. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Milwaukee.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over.
The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Trey Burke.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Celtics shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia.
My older brother, he was a big fan of it.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
Celtics ball.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast. As the second quarter getting going right now. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
They've got Trey Burke, also J.J. Barea out there. Marjanovic is out there with Wright. And it's Kleba in at the 4 slot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Stolen by Kanter.
Playing a little cornerback there. Anticipates the pass and jumps the route.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
And after signing a 4-year, $52 million contract extension, Marcus Smart rewarded the Celtics, Chris, with the best season of his young career.
Yeah, his best shooting percentages by far. I mean, add in his continued progress as a playmaker. Don't forget he's the man on the defensive end. I think that's money well spent for Boston.
Tatum drives in. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Another one from Tatum. I mean, boy, this kid, he's cooking at the offensive end.
And Wright kicks to Kleba. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Fires the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Kleba's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, that's a look they always want him to take, because if he's got the space, he's got the green light.
Williams can't get it to go.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
And on the drive, Tatum uses long strides rather than elite quickness to get where he wants to go.
Mavericks trail by 7. Barea with it, now guarded by Tatum. Kleba kicks to Barea. Wright outside. Pass to Marjanovic. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Brown comes in for Jason Tatum. Back to Smart, the 17-footer. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And that's how you build confidence in your shot. Smart, able to set his feet off the catch and shoot.
Got a piece of it. Outside for Barea. It's hauled in by Brown.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Nice ball movement by Boston. The kick out to Williams. Fires from deep. Kleba with the rebound. The Mavericks trailing. Barea, the pass to Marjanovic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. There are a lot of people that say, Chris, the European players are more fundamentally sound overall. Are they right?
Oh, well, I think when you look at a guy like Doncic or Dirk or Porzingis,
yes.
You're taking the best of the best and you're creating the whole field. So I can't say overall. I would say they've had some players that have come in and wowed us, and that's awesome. But also you have those guys going pro at the age of 13, 14, 15 years old, and so I think they may miss out on some of the other things that life has to offer, like a normal high school experience, those type of things. But I tell you what, it's a copycat league and it's a copycat game, and so once you see players that are 7 foot coming over, shooting, passing, dribbling, I think you could say guys like Kevin Durant and others, I think you can say they're pretty sound overall. So I don't buy into that theory, but I do think for a lot of Europeans, being a professional early helps you transition into the NBA a little bit better maybe than guys coming out of college off the bench.
I would agree. Here's Hardaway. After Enes Kanter's basket, Doncic with it. He's picked up by Walker. Porzingis against Williams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Signed him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Marjanovic. And Curry subbed in for Wright. Cans it from downtown. Smart's got 5 points now this quarter.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Here's Porzingis. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Hayward from outside. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. Hardaway against Smart. Now the pass to Curry. Over in the corner, Doncic. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Porzingis. Hayward grabs the board.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
And that one is good. Smart's got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics.
And I love Smart pressing his advantage on the interior.
Here's Doncic. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Doncic has got his first basket.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with a... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it was all Jason Tatum in the first quarter. He had 16 points and 2 steals. And that's our...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Well, they haven't found a way to keep him quiet inside. I mean, their best bet, how do you need to deny him the ball altogether? Because when he gets it, they can't stop him.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center position. He was all alone on that one. Hardaway has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Mavs. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Now, here's Tice. Guarded by Porzingis. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Curry kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. Outside for Curry. Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Brown. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Celtics leading by 7. Walker dishes to Brown, and the Celtics can't hang on to the ball.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. Some impressive play from him over the last month. He's averaging 19 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Yeah, he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
J.J. Barea checked in for Dallas. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Saturday, it'll be the Phoenix Suns coming into town. Then on Monday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of you.
Oh, that was something else.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his pass.
Passes it to Barea. Back to Burke. There's the pass to Finney-Smith. To the inside. Here's Barea, and it's blocked by Brown.
Oh, just tenacious defense from Brown right there. I mean, superb at playing shut-down defense and stifling shooters.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's DeLon Wright in for Hardaway. Boston also with the sub. Cantor's checked in.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Barea kicks to Wright. Barea, the pass to Marjanovic.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Wanamaker, and he banks in the layup.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Mavericks trailed by 11. The guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Where do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum? Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber comes in for Marjanovic, and Luka Doncic subbed in for J.J. Barea. Marcus Smart's checked in for Boston. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Knocks it loose, and it's the Mavericks with the ball. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Doncic kicks to Kleber. Pass to Porzingis. Williams trying to break free. Oh, that's blocked. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Here's Wanamaker. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Out left to the wing. In the corner, it's Kleber. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Celtics leading by 11. From downtown, here's Cantor to the right side. Here's Wanamaker, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. From deep. Kleber, no good. The Celtics have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Celtics passing it around. Williams kicks to Brown. Outside, Smart. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Cantor, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding an open man.
And it's Burke with the ball for the Mavericks. 15-point game. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Dallas making a switch here. Curry's checked in. Then for the Celtics, Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. Williams comes in for Robert Williams. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. Here's Porzingis. The baseline jumper goes down. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter.
It's all about the tail of the tape right there. I mean, his size advantage makes that jump shot easy pickings.
Smart with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. And it's Brown missing. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Doncic dishes to Wright. Back to Doncic. Pass to Kleber. On its way from Curry for 2. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And so it's the Boston Celtics. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Dallas, Curry is out there with Doncic. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Kleber in at the center, filling out the middle. Mavericks trail by 11. Doncic finds Curry to the paint. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Smart passes to Tice. The dish to Walker. The kick out to Williams. Back to Walker. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim.
Tice with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Feeds it to Williams. Outside, Smart. Three-pointer. That shot, no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Curry with it. Dallas again turning it over. We're talking about number one options at the offensive end. There's a mentality, right, that you got to have as the team's go-to scorer, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Let's look at Harden. He can go 0 for 7, and then he expects to go 27 to 27. How about Curry? Have you ever seen Thompson when they said, oh, my God, Klay Thompson is off. Last game, he only had 11 points. Well, when that happens, you can bet your last dollar that the next game, he's going to make every shot. And so what it is, again, a short memory. Whether you make a lot, so what? I'm going to do that again tonight. And if you missed a lot the previous night, so what? That wasn't this night. Let's get it right now.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his first foul. And so here is Dallas. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Curry finds Marjanovic. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Celtics leading by 12. Here's Tice. Walker taking his time here. From deep, 5 to shoot. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Tatum against Doncic. Curry passes to Marjanovic, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Smart misses. Mavericks trail by 13. Here's Doncic. That one falls.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over them.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Tice kicks to Tatum. Back to Tice. Pass to Walker. To the middle. They get a hand on it. Floats it up for Doncic. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Smart passes to Walker. Here's Tice. And the rejection by Marjanovic. They retain possession. The Mavericks have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Curry against Tatum. Doncic dishes to Curry. And a miss there on the triple. Boston's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Walker the pass to Hayward. And the pass to Walker. Back to Hayward. Smart on the wing. The kick out to Tatum. A 3-ball. Kleba with the rebound. 35 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Curry's shot is off.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win. His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
There's the triple. And Smart with the basket on the assist by Hayward. And the Celtics lead by 14. Here's Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And that would have been a big 3 if he drained it, answering back for the triple at the other end.
And so it's Boston easily. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony.
successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke, the announcer. It was.
The lights of downtown reflecting off the Willamette River in this. Terrific look at the picturesque city of Portland. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA Basketball. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Damian Lillard is not just the best.
I like that story, David, and a good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. We're going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Take a look at the Mavericks. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. And, of course, the Trailblazers, a couple spots below.
And I think for Dallas, seeing them where they are now, it's easy to forget just how awful they were a season ago. This is a team that's made major strides to lift themselves into the middle of the pack.
Well, I tell you what, it's been a grit and grind effort for them. They know how to win, and that's not something you could say about them last year.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Hardaway. Seth Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the power forward position. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. Back to Curry. On the wing, Doncic. On the wing, Hardaway. Here's Finney-Smith. He's guarded by Collins. Here's Porzingis. Shot clock at 2. No good from Finney-Smith.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
For Dallas, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
Out to Anthony. From 12 feet out. And finished off by Nurkic.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat grade from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
Hardaway kicks to Finney-Smith. 4 on the shot clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
It's McCollum on the wing. The pass to Nurkic. Lillard scanning the floor. He dishes it to Carmelo. Back to Lillard. Down low. That's good from Collins on the assist by Lillard.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Doncic off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Lillard, the pass to Anthony. To the middle. Collins kicks to Lillard. Collins in the post. Lets it go with the 3. Lillard misses. For Dallas, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
You know, guys, the Dallas Mavericks with the longest active sellout streak of any pro basketball team. You can put sellout in quotes because they actually give a lot of tickets away to schools and community service groups to make sure that building is full.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. You know, Clark, the Mavericks making their games accessible to Dallas fans, much more concerned with the packed house than the revenue at the gate.
Yeah, and I like that philosophy, guys. I mean, building their future fan base. Those fans will be around for a while. Giving young people a chance to become Mavericks fans for life. And you start early, and it pays dividends down the road usually.
And checking out the numbers for Wright. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging about 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contribution.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's... Are you kidding me? Woo! And, you know, Barea is a capable floor general. Very good at setting the table for his teammates.
Little with the ball. Wright's there. Little passes to Simons. From the arc. The shot, no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring points.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
Over to the wing. Barea kicks to Wright. Now Burke still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Marjanovic. It's hauled in by Trent. Passes it to Little. Back to Hezonja. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And being that he's 6'8", Hezonja is really a menace inside. He gets his shot up easily in the paint area.
And again, Dallas turns it over.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands too.
Here's Trent, and Portland again with the bucket.
Boy, you can see the connection these guys have. They ran the play well. The defense had no idea how to deal with it.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Trailblazers.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Mavericks, they've got J.J. Barea. Also, Trey Burke out there. DeJuan Wright is out there with Marjanovic. And it's Kleba in at the 4 spot. Pass to Simons. A lot of guys like to shoot off the dribble, but Clark, there are some that really are better at it, shooting off that catch in the NBA.
Yeah, and who do you have in mind, Kevin? I got a couple of names that I'm thinking about. What about you?
Well, I'm thinking Klay Thompson because that backcourt is so prolific, and he's been so great at that. That's kind of been his trademark.
Yeah, it has been. Redick would be another guy.
Yes, another good one.
I think that would come to mind. And even though he's later in his career now, but Kyle Korver, one of the very best we've had in the league at shooting off the catch.
Porzingis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Burke. Wright, the pass to Hardaway. And the 3 ball is good. Hardaway has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
The 3 from McCollum. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Hardaway. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Lillard fires away from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And if you look at the stats for unassisted jump shot percentage, Lillard is always around the top. He can drain those pull-up jumpers as well as anybody in our league.
Pass to Anthony and stolen by Wright. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Porzingis has got the ball. Bucket is good. Barea's got his second basket.
Boy, KP wanting to dish it when his guys are open. I love that team-first attitude on display.
Back to Lillard. McCollum outside. Anthony in the corner. 5 on the clock. Here's Collins. They get it back. Here's Whiteside. Collins trying to break free. Whiteside, no good. Mavericks trailed by 3. Here's Wright. Lays it up and banks it in. Wright's got his first bucket in this one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Anthony. Drops it in from 11 feet.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Mario Hezonja's checked in for the Trailblazers. Dallas also making some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Curry comes in for Wright, and Doncic is subbed in for J.J. Barea. Dallas moving it around. The pass to Porzingis. The 15-footer. Curry on the wing. Over McCollum. Curry can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it. And look, a tough rookie season for Zach Collins, but boy, he's bounced back. Much better in terms of shooting, showing why he was taken in the top 10 back in 2017.
Dallas shooting their first foul shot of the night. And you look at Collins, able to protect the rim and space the floor offensively.
And fits that modern template for an NBA center. Time will tell how good he can be, but he's already making an impact.
Here's Finney-Smith. He's guarded by McCollum. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Moves back up. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, you got to push Porzingis out of the paint. If you don't, you're looking for trouble.
Inside. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Hardaway with a wide open look. No good with the triple. Portland's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Portland no good that time either.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Doncic. And Doncic is right there. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Anthony. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Dallas. They lead by 3. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie, the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period, the most they trailed by. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Hardaway Jr. rises and fires with great confidence from there.
Anthony finds Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. The lead is 2. Passes to Finney-Smith. On the wing, Doncic. Now here's Porzingis. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. Nurkic with the steal. McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. Lillard attacks, and Lillard throws it down.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defender.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Pass to Curry. Doncic outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. From deep three-point range. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Dallas calls timeout. And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us my senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship. Unfortunately came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
Now here is Hardaway. Guarded closely. Good. Porzingis has got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
Well, you know, guys, the combination of strength and height for Porzingis allowing him to take on physical defense much better.
The pass to Simons. Back to Nurkic. Passes it to Simons. Clock at 6. Now Little. Trying his luck from deep. Sinks the triple. Little's got 5.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps, Greg, some type of motivational speech at halftime got both of these teams fired up. They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Fires the 3. A shot missing. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Hardaway dishes to right, and a lot of contact on that. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Nurkic. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Comparisons being drawn between Kristaps Porzingis and Dirk Nowitzki for their height and skill level, understandably so, and in many eyes, fitting that Porzingis is now a Dallas Maverick.
Trent passes to Nurkic. Porzingis with the steal. It's Hardaway with the drive, and they take the lead. Hardaway has got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, watch out now. Once Hardaway Jr. gets hot, the key is being aggressive and staying aggressive, which is what he's doing right now.
Here's Nurkic, and good that time. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. And Clark, looking at those 2 players you just mentioned, Nowitzki, 7 foot tall. Porzingis, 7'3".
Yeah, you take a look at those guys, and the difference really, I think, is the athleticism of Porzingis. He moves a little better. He bounces a little higher. And as he's gotten stronger, I think center might be his natural position, whereas Dirk was really better suited to being a power forward.
A wide open look here for Wright. Wide open shot is on the money. Now it's a 4-point Maverick lead to the left wing. Here's Trent. Kleber with the rebound. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Up pass to Porzingis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Boy, what an athlete this Porzingis kid is, man. I tell you, put the rock anywhere near him, and he's going to throw it down.
Right side inside. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. To stop the run, can't capitalize inside.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll take a quick break and then...
Look, get them out of their comfort zone. They just want to kind of keep going and finish.
3 tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Burke. He's out there with Curry. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Burke kicks to Kleber. Back to Burke. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Finney-Smith. Count that one. Finney-Smith's got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Portland. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. Here's Burke. Another 3 for Dallas. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Dallas.
Boy, they're hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end. Very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And the Mavericks call time here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Here's Finney-Smith, covered by Anthony. Finney-Smith passes to Burke. That one, no good. Trailblazers trail by 8. Outside Collins. Kicks it out to Lillard. Outside Anthony. 6 to shoot. Lillard attacking. Kicks it out to Collins. Deep 2 from Anthony. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Pass to Kleber. Here's Curry. Here's Finney-Smith. He's guarded by Nurkic. Finney-Smith passes to Burke. A three-pointer, no good.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too. After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Here's Kleba. He's guarded by Collins. Here's Burke. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Burke. Shoots over Lillard. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
You know, Kevin, you can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
Now the pass to Finney-Smith. Now here's Curry, covered by Anthony. Curry kicks to Marjanovic. Shoots over Nurkic. Marjanovic, no good. Fast break, here they come. Here's the three. Mavericks with the rebound. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Passes it to Kleba. 1:19 left in the 4th quarter, and that one drops for him.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Drills the three-pointer. Lillard's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And he's got to be thrilled with how well he shot the ball, Kevin. Good on almost 60% of his shots. That's what I call an efficient performance. And a team loves having someone that dependable they can rely on.
Well, he needed a game like this badly. He's been struggling for a while now, but tonight he broke out of that slump in style. Here's Finney-Smith, covered by Anthony. Here's Curry. Nurkic with the block.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
And Hardaway gets it to go. And so here's Portland. And a deep three from Lillard. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
A clear look for Hardaway. No good with the wing jumper. And here's Anthony from the arc. A putback. It counts.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Curry fires from way outside. Can't get it to fall. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of...
Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right here.
He's going to end it.
I'm going to end it.
I feel it. I feel it.
And just about to get underway as the starting five. Well, and I feel, David, they're still in great position. I know you do too. Thanks for that report. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Tatum.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3 slot. And for Boston, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Daniel Tice out there with Tatum, and it's Walker in at the 1. And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Here's Collins. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Of course, we know these teams have great perimeter play, and they rely on it a lot.
It feels as though, Kevin, the current rules in today's game favor ball handling. They favor shooting ability. They want high-scoring games with an ability to go unimpeded to the basket. And what it translates to me, it translates to pretty free-flowing basketball. You've seen the game evolve over the years, Kevin. What's your take on it?
I love the way that we see guys with great handles that can shoot and penetrate. I love the bigs outside. I got to tell you, Doris, there's nothing about the game I don't like right now.
I'm right there with you.
Here's Tice after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Nurkic against Hayward. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. It's Brown with the drive. Drops in the layup for 2.
Boy, how impressive is the quickness Jaylen Brown possesses. This guy sprints hard toward the cup on every drive.
Anthony nowhere around. No good that time. Now the Celtics take it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks. Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Basket good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. You love the anticipation there. Made sure to box out, knew where the ball was going, and doesn't let anyone impede him from pulling in the glass. Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And it's Brown missing. For Portland, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And you look at Jaylen Brown, the 3rd pick back in 2016. Doris, tantalizing strength and athleticism.
Well, the absolute definition of a perfect basketball body. Excellent first step. For him, it's all about aggressiveness. Bringing those tools to bear in terms of your basketball skill.
Portland leading. McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. Collins dishes to Lillard. Pass to Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnover.
Yeah, I thought the giveaways were a tremendous factor. They were taking some chances on D, jumping in the passing lanes, that sort of thing, and it really paid off for them.
Here is Hayward. after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. That one good for 2.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
To the wing right side. And finished off by Nurkic. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Here's Walker. Hayward passes to Brown. Left side, Walker. Brown against McCollum. 13 feet away. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Well, the size advantage playing a big part there. Just calmly rises and fires.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. He kicks to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. From deep. Rebound, Boston.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Williams is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And there's the pass to Trent. It's Hezonja in the corner. Free throw line jump shot. That one a little long.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Outside Williams. To the inside. Here's Kanter. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, this guy is a skilled scorer from that area. Once Enes Kanter gets a little bit of position, he's good.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's in there.
And the Celtics, Brad Stevens, one of the youngest head coaches in the league, and also one of the more respected.
And Greg, I was surprised that he didn't get any Coach of the Year votes 2 seasons ago. Think about it. The Celtics overcame injury to make the Eastern Conference Finals. Last season, he admitted his most trying in the 12 years as a coach. Boy, he is looking to get them back on track.
Right side, the pass to Little. And now, here's Hezonja. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Wanamaker. Kicks to Smart. Feeds it to Williams. Smart goes in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
What I love about Marcus Smart is every single trip up the floor, this guy is going to be in your grill, and it cannot be a pleasant experience to have this man guarding you.
The Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
You know what I love, Kevin, is Marcus Smart just continues to improve. We know he's a powerful athletic guard, but he wants to keep building different aspects of his game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And that defensive pressure of Smart will wear you down, Doors, over the course of the game.
Kevin, it takes its toll because his combination of athleticism, strength, and motor makes him an absolute monster on the defensive end.
Now here's Little. He's tightly guarded. Passes it to Hezonja. No good off the back of the rim.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
That one goes. Count it.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
And now, here's Hezonja. He's guarded by Williams. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Azania.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Here's Cantor, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Cantor's got his second bucket of the night.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Pass to Simons. Now here's Little. He's guarded closer. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Wanamaker misses. Trailblazers trail by 9. Knocked away. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Over to the left wing. Simons, the pass to Whiteside. The pass to Simons. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Simons has got his first 2 points.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do. And the Celtics looking to bounce back and make another deep playoff run.
And I think, Greg, they certainly have the talent to do it. This is a team that remains on the upswing. They have draft picks and assets. I think they are well positioned for the future. You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Williams passes to Williams. Williams dishes to Williams. Nice ball movement by Boston. And a wide open look for Walker. No good from outside. Trailblazers trail by 9. Lillard from outside. Up again and staying with the play, Anthony.
You know, and even when the play isn't for him, Anthony able to get on the glass and on the scoreboard.
Williams kicks to Williams. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Marcus Smart, he's feeling it tonight and has been a... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They were able to squeeze that. And that'll about do it as
we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. One of the stories here, Marcus Smart getting it done today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Portland, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. 6 points for Carmelo Anthony.
You know, the ability to seize the opportunity, see the daylight, get that position, and Melo, one of the best to ever do it.
And Tice gets it to go. No doubt passing is a premium for this team game of the NBA. We love the individual star power, but it is a team game. Are there any playmakers out there that don't get, Doris, you think, enough credit for all that they do for their team?
Well, the first guy that comes to mind is a man that Steve Kerr described as probably the smartest single basketball player he has ever been around, and that's Andre Iguodala. The numbers in terms of his scoring, obviously not eye-popping, but his incredible defense and then his elite passing skills have been so critical to so many championship teams.
And Walker kicks to Brown. Walker dishes to Brown. Hayward passes to Tice. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
Out to the wing. Collins finds McCollum. Offline with his three.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Brown wide open. He fires. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now it's an 11-point Celtic lead.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Pass to Tatum. Back to Hayward. Dishes it to Tatum. Hayward looking over the floor. Clock at 4. Boston needs to get off a shot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Trailblazers trail by 11. The three from Anthony. Portland again missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Brown the pass to Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 5 assists in the game.
Pre-shot preparation and catch and shoot is important. Jason Tatum on point.
And you look at Jason Tatum able to play either forward position. Doris, do you think his future is at the 3 or at the 4?
I think he is interchangeable at either position because his scoring can be devastating. For Jason Tatum, it's really a matter of making sure he continues to gain strength, continue to be a force and factor on the defensive end, and probably enhance his footwork around the rim a little bit.
Here's McCollum. The shot off that time, and it's Boston the other way. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Ball's knocked loose. Outside Tatum. Brown the pass to Tatum. And Walker kicks to Brown. From outside, off the mark.
I'll tell you, he has looked just a step slow all game, but his teammates, boy, have they come through.
And the second chance effort by McCollum. McCollum's got his second bucket. Boston leading by 9. Now Hayward. The shot's good.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Lillard against Walker. Now here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. And easy 2 points on the layup.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Trailblazers trail by 9. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. Lillard from outside. Good on the triple. Lillard's got 12 in the game.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Up top, Tice. Back to Brown. The kick out to Tatum. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, Jason Tatum with the answer from 3. That's how you stop an opponent's momentum.
And so it's Boston. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Well, Greg, he's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Williams is out there with Williams. Then there's Smart. Then it's Tatum. And it's Wanamaker in at the 5. That's the Boston 5. Tatum finds Williams. The 3. Tatum's shot is off. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 9 points. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Smart. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Anthony, the pass to Whiteside. Portland moving the ball around. Anthony left side to the paint. And Whiteside with the basket on the assist by Anthony.
Boy, Carmelo Anthony is capable, when he wants to, of spotting that open man. Pretty pass.
Left side, Smart. The kick out to Tatum. Outside, Smart. Lets the three fly. Boston again missing. Trailblazers trail by 7. And stolen by Tatum. To the middle. Here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Pulls up on the wing. Smart misses.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Shoots. Anthony, and staying with the play, Anthony.
The hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Pass to Wanamaker. The tray. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Anthony with it. Williams picks him up. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Whiteside, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Cantor, he's checked in for Boston. And Portland with a change here, too. Collins is checked in. Outside, Williams. Wanamaker, the pass to Williams. For 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Anthony. It's good. Anthony's got 4 points this quarter.
There's not a doubt in the building who they were going to look for the score, and that's Carmelo Anthony delivering again.
Wanamaker, the pass to Williams. Back to Wanamaker. On the wing, Williams. He's guarded by Collins. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum on the wing. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
You have to be effective from anywhere on the floor if you're going to be elite. Jason Tatum, the in-between game, that's on point too, fellas.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Back to Wanamaker. Down low. Here's Cantor. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
You have to love that effort, getting after the basketball, fighting for a possession.
Smart kicks to Cantor. Wanamaker, the pass to Smart. Cantor with it. He's picked up by Whiteside. Cantor's shot is off. Portland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Nice move. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And this is why Melo gets the big bucks. A lot of players will shy away from an important shot, but Melo wanted to be in that position.
Cantor, the pass to Wanamaker. He kicks it to Smart. Back to Wanamaker. In the corner. Tatum with it. And no good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
Well, Greg, you've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Smart on the wing. Lets it go with a 3. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from 3.
And so Brad Stevens decides to call timeout. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Carmelo Anthony.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%, always a sign of a solid offensive performance. But his movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back with you right after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. And Portland starts out with the ball. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court for the Celtics, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5 spot. Second chance shot. The kick out to Walker. Boston again missing. Portland leading. Here's Anthony. Pass to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. They grab their own miss.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
Jason Tatum under duress, big moment, no problem.
Nobody near Lillard. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again. Oh, Kevin Jaylen Brown with the big shot, proving hard work pays off.
That free throw good from Brown.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
Lillard from outside, and another 3 for Portland.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Back to Walker, and stolen by Lillard. Here's McCollum, and it's good, 2 points. McCollum's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and you see the leadership of Lillard in that sequence, keeping everyone involved, not looking to do it all himself, but creating for his teammate.
McCollum outside. Out to Anthony. Launches it. And Boston with the rebound.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Outside Tatum. Kick out to Walker, and so Boston again turning it over. And here are the Trailblazers. And the pass to Anthony. To the wing on the left. Lillard outside. Stolen by Walker. Good on the first, and that brings them within 5.
Well, you have to appreciate the fundamentals that Gordon Hayward possesses. This guy is a tremendous shooter. He's an aggressive rebounder, smart passer, playmaker. What can he do, guys?
Here's Anthony. The wing jumper off target.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Hayward passes to Tice. Over in the corner, Brown. Boston again missing. McCollum fires from way outside. Misses the shot.
Well, Brown taking away the shooter.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.